options when we go out. They're tofu skeptics.
This is just for lunch really quickly, but
served piping hot in a torso, so it is a dish that can be eaten any.
외국인 유명 미식 유튜버가 시도한 전 세계 두부 요리에는 한국과 일본의 두부 요리가 나란히 이름을 올렸습니다. 바로 순두부찌개와 참기름과 간장을 이용한 일본식 두부 요리가 그 주인공이었는데요. 그 외에도 미국인이 제보한 초콜릿 두부파이부터 나이지리아의 두부 요리까지 흥미진진한 요리가 그녀의 식탁에 올랐습니다. 과연 그녀의 입맛에 가장 잘 맞았던 두부 요리는 어느 나라 음식이었을까요? 함께 살펴보시죠.
Hi, my name is Vanessa. I'm originally from Indonesia, but I'm currently living in Seoul, South Korea. The dish I want to share with you today is called sundubu-jjigae, and sundubu-jjigae literally translates to soft tofu stew. And as the name suggests, the highlight of the dish is the sundubu, which is a Korean soft tofu that is so soft, it actually looks like a nearly cooked custard. Besides the soup and the soft tofu, you are actually free to include your favorite toppings. Mushrooms, hobak or Korean zucchinis, seafood are popular additions to the soup. It is typically served piping hot in a torso, which is a Korean stone pot alongside a bowl of rice. The dish is typically enjoyed spicy, but if you're not looking for a good sweat, the non-spicy version is available too. I like sundubu-jjigae because it's very filling and very delicious. The ingredients are very simple and very easy to find. And it does not take long to put, so it is a dish that can be eaten anytime during the day. It is a dish that all Koreans know, and most foreigners here have tried it at least once in their life. You should try sundubu-jjigae because who knows, it might be one of your favorite dishes too.
This smells so incredible, and it was so easy to make, which was very exciting. Although I do think I might have gone a little heavy on the red chili. TBD. Oh my god. Ooh, I am getting a new appreciation for silken tofu as this episode progresses. Wow. Where's my egg at? Come here, eggy egg. Something so satisfying about just cracking an egg into like a bubbling broth and letting it cook in there. Oh, it's cooked so nicely. Also, the zucchini, I feel like I keep being surprised by everything. I'm enjoying everything about this dish. Traditionally, you use anchovy stock. I just bought a seafood stock. I felt like that was a good swap. You can also obviously make this vegetarian by using a vegetarian base. Also, right now, it is pouring rain in New York City, and I'm having this like hot tofu soup. Even though it's midsummer, it just feels good. I'm really sweaty though. Like, I'm really sweaty. That egg is good.
사실 한국과 일본뿐만 아니라 아시아 문화권에서도 두부를 요리해 먹는 건 무척 흔한 일입니다. 그렇지만 10년 전만 해도 서양에서는 두부를 먹는 사람들을 찾아보기 어려울 정도였죠. 채식주의자나 건강에 까다로운 사람들만 두부를 아시아 마트나 유기농 슈퍼에서 구해 먹곤 했는데요. 최근에는 미국 일반 가정의 식탁에도 자주 오르내릴 만큼 흔한 음식이 됐습니다. 그런데 미국 내에서 두부에 대한 인식이 많이 친근해지는데 기여한 요리가 있습니다. 바로 한국의 순두부찌개죠. 로스앤젤레스 코리아타운에 본점을 둔 북창동 순두부는 2010년대에 분 웰빙 푸드바람을 타고 돌풍을 일으켰습니다. 1996년에 문을 연 이후 현재 미국 12개의 도시, 17개의 매장에서 수천만 달러 매출을 올리는 프랜차이즈로 성장했고 일본, 중국 등지로 지점을 확장시켰죠. 당시 미국 유명 스포츠 스타, 영화 배우들도 순서를 기다리면서까지 찾는 명물이 된 건 물론이고 한국으로도 역수출되기까지 했습니다. 오죽하면 미국의 토니 블링컨 전 국무부 부장관 역시 한국 방문할 때마다 순두부찌개를 찾아 먹을 정도니까요. 서양인들이 매운 음식을 잘 못 먹는다는 걸 떠올려 볼 때 매콤한 순두부찌개가 미국에서 이토록 인기인 건 다소 이색적이라는 생각이 드는데요. 영양 만점의 웰빙 푸드인데다 맛까지 좋았기 때문이 아닌가 싶습니다. 그럼 일본의 두부 요리는 과연 무엇일까요? 영상으로 확인해 보시죠.
Hi Veryl, this is Mika from San Diego, and I'm here to talk about a very special dish called itokonyaku. This dish comes from my mom's side, and she's full Japanese, but she was born and raised in Brazil. I chose this dish because it highlights tofu, but in a very easy way. All you have to do for preparation is cut the tofus into cubes and have some boiling water to blanch the tofu. And in that same water, you're going to take your shirataki noodles and just blanch them as well. Once you've done that and the tofu has cooled down, you're going to mash it with a fork until it's a crumble-like texture, and you mix that in with the noodles. Some people do cut the noodles, but I know in a lot of cultures, there's a lot of superstition around cutting noodles, so I usually do not cut them. For my grandma, the seasonings are just salt and sesame oil. When it got passed down to my mom, she started adding soy sauce. But my grandma says not to add soy sauce because it gives the tofu a darker brown color. And along with that, as it came down to me, I also add MSG, just because I know my grandma adds MSG to a lot of things. And I think she doesn't tell us, but I think that's her special grandma's touch, and that's what makes all of her food taste so good. You just mix it together, and the main flavor of this dish is the sesame oil, and that's it. Sometimes I like to add chili oil to make it spicy, but this can be a side dish. Sometimes I eat this just for lunch really quickly, but it's a great little dish that you can make super easy and very nutritious and high in protein, low in carbs. So try this one out. I hope you like this one, Beryl.
I have not had shirataki noodles in a while, but when I tell you the hold that these noodles had on me a couple of years ago, I was obsessed with them. I like the combination of these noodles with the tofu. It just feels like this is going to be really good. Tofu just takes on the flavor of whatever you put next to it. And so when people say they don't like tofu, I just kind of don't understand what they don't like, because it must just be that they don't like the dish that they've prepared. If you're wondering what these noodles taste like, the answer is texture. They also don't really have much flavor. They do have a funky smell when you open the bag. I definitely recommend rinsing the noodles and always putting them in a bit of hot water, just like as a blanch before you eat them, because there's like, it's got that kind of mushroomy smell, but somehow a little worse. I definitely wish I had put some chili oil on this. It would have been so good, but I wasn't thinking, and I was just excited to do that final plating presentation. And then I was like, too late.
순두부찌개를 먹을 땐 온갖 리액션을 곁들이던 그녀가 일본의 두부 요리를 먹을 땐 조용해지는 걸 확인할 수 있었는데요. 역시 순두부찌개의 맛은 전 세계에 통하는구나 하는 확신이 들 정도입니다. 순두부가 언제부터 만들어진 건지는 사실 명확하지는 않습니다. 그러나 조선시대 백과사전 오주 연문장 전상고에 연두부에 미꾸라지를 더한 초두부탕 요리법이 실려있을 정도로 우리 민족의 두부 사랑은 각별했는데요. 앞으로도 한식이 전 세계에 사랑받길 바라며 오늘 영상 여기서 인사드리겠습니다. 함께 해주신 구독자, 시청자 여러분께 감사드립니다.